You're on to the program that takes you through the world of creativity in just 30 minutes. A warm welcome to ArtHouse. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Let's check out what's on our lineup for today.
Coming up on ArtHouse, we'll look at the first abstract art fair in Lagos. In another part of the metropolis will be all the collections in the theme and Carol Gallery of Art.
You'll get details of that after we hear from our wordsmith for this week.
Our wordsmith is by Ruby Jones, titled Nwanne la Nwanne. Two peas in a pod, made to be one. If one calls, the other responds. If one falls, the other supports. Two beings beloved, raised as one. They carry each other in care and in love. They treat each other with respect and trust. Nwanne la nwanne yiri otu diefe, kedu nke kama? Meaning, siblings putting on same clothes. Which one is better? Nwanne la nwanne, mgbe ụwa dakwasịrị m, aga m ele gị anya. Meaning, when the world has forsaken me, I will look up to you. Mgbe enyo gbajiri, m ga-ele anya n'ime gị. Meaning, when the mirror is broken, I will look through you.
Now let's begin by showing you these group exhibition by several artists in Lagos.
It's been dubbed the first art fair to solely put abstract works of art in the spotlight. And for 3 days, the Lagos audience got a chance to bask in the beauty of these phenomenal creations done by some ingenious hands, both the old and new in the game.
Abstract is a very distinct technique of artwork. And when you look at artwork, people have a story behind their works. And when you see art, abstract on its own speaks, there's a little touch of chaos, there's a bit of unpredictability when it comes to abstract work. If you look at abstract work, you can't really tell the story unless the artist gives you an insight of what was going on in his mind before putting the work together.
Abstract is a medium of expression that is so wide. It's for mature minds. And it doesn't have, so to say, private interpretation. It engages you for you to come up with your own philosophy regarding the art. So it is so interesting that because it's an open space for you to engage your mind and come up with interpretation that suits you. And that's exactly what we've come to do here with some of the works on display. That you have a lot of arrays of stuff. Okay, for instance, my own, I have metal work, I have woodwork, and I have painting. So it exposes your mind to so many things. Explore. In fact, it gives you wing to fly. You can never go wrong interpreting it. And the beauty of it is that it speaks to your soul. It communicates to those innermost part of your being that realism cannot,
Abstract art is another genre of art. It's a different genre. The characteristics are simple. It uses lines, shapes, forms, colors, and it's free interpretation, of those things that you call to be as an artist. Imagining some things on your own and putting it, to canvas or paper or stuff like that. So abstract art is particularly different. It's not figurative, though you can actually use those forms to distort and get to abstract. But basically, abstract art appeals to all, so many other areas of, so many people, so the adult can consume it, the woman can consume it, the man can consume it. They yet to understand the untaught can actually consume it. So it's actually because of the color polarity and the way abstract is consumed, internationally. And it's a different form of art that people these days wants to really have in their homes.
So, the Expressionists used their images to depict shapes, colors, and textures without dwelling on external reality.
There's something about our people when it comes to artwork. If they cannot place what the story of your work is about, they probably will not take a look at it, or they might not take it that serious. But it's very few people that actually appreciate abstract art. Do you understand? Very few people actually appreciate abstract art, and I see this as a platform to exhibit the creative aspect of artwork that has not been explored in Nigeria.
Let me start by the paintings. One of them is titled Growth. You could see colors springing out from bottom up, and life is so beautiful when there is growth. It's so dynamic. Everybody wants to move from one level to another. So when you look at that, you see a lot of things going on, that created that growth or that brought about that growth. For instance, husband and wife get married, before they consummate, children will come. It's a mystery. A lot of things happen for you to experience growth. Your business you started, before you know it, one or two things, one client or one customer will come and make all the difference, and you move to another level. So I'm trying to that concept of growth, the mystery surrounding it. It's a mystery, but it's still simple. So that's what is there.
Most of my works are works where when you see them, you're drawn to them. Even if you're standing very far away from them, you're actually drawn to them because of the colors. The colors actually bring you closer to them. They may not look like what you think. I mean, they're not figurative or whatever. They may not look like what you think they are until when you get very close to them. So it's the colors actually I use, to bring people closer to most of my paintings. And then from there you can now, make sense of, make your kind of like trying to analyze what you've seen. So some people look at abstract as nonsensical, doesn't make sense, but abstract is actually makes sense to the person who has actually done it.
Abstract gives you the ability to make conclusions for yourself, to look at a piece of art and have to dissect it and look at it and try to find out how it's speaking to you as a person, and it will be different from the way it will speak to someone else, but it will come from within you when you look at it. That's basically what I try to achieve every time I create my works.
They have distinct form of technique. If you look at each artist and the work they have displayed, very distinct presentation. They all have a unique theme and style of work. And I thought, this is nice, we should explore this. As a matter of fact, abstract art hasn't really been emphasized in the artistic field. So this informed our decision to put together this event.
Abstract work may not be common, but it goes to people's homes. The children's room, it can go to Muslim, it can go to some of the Christians who also doesn't like figure. So that is why abstract is like therapy. Because you are thinking, what is the artist thinking when they do this? So I will say abstract is the best art.
The idea is to show the beauty of abstract paintings as an art form which should not be pushed to the background due to its supposed complexity, but appreciated as an elevated and intellectual form of visual expression.
These are the works of art you sent in this week. Let's begin with this oil on canvas work done by Oluwadamilola Ajala. It's called Stay With Me. Then rendered with acrylic on canvas is this piece done by Scott Art, titled Breakfast. Someone also having breakfast is Wakil Afalano's image, rendered with ink on paper. Then Feel My Dreams is an ink on cartridge paper work done by Stephen Ezike. This oil on canvas work, embellished with floral design, is done by Abidemi. Then education is life. That's what this artist, Lucky, is saying with his oil color and acrylic on canvas work. Then Dreamlike is Ogunusi Caleb's oil on canvas. Then this mural and graffiti art is done by Uche. It's called The Beauty of Family. Then we wrap things up with Abdul's art, done with mixed media, saying, "My weapon is art." And those are the works of art you sent in this week. We appreciate you always for sending them in, and as usual, encourage you to put your best foot forward, as always.
There is no problem in this world that cannot be solved.
Dexterity, proficiency, and aesthetic appeal. That's what the Tim and Carol Gallery of Art is offering the audience as it joins the handful of art houses on the mainland axis of Lagos State.
Everybody gives us the impression that you can only manage a gallery successfully if you are on the island or if you are in the Lagos axis, and we want to change that paradigm. We think that you can manage a gallery successfully from anywhere in the world. Given the kind of technology advancements we have now, you can push your product through social media, you can put it through the internet. There's so many diverse means by which you can reach your audience now.
This is quite an amazing gallery. It's indeed a place to be. Fortunately, this is in centrally located area in Ikeja, and it is such that you cannot help but come in here. It's one and only gallery, I would say, in Ikeja right now. It fits into all the things you expect to find in a gallery.
A variety of media themes, techniques, and concepts are served by a range of notable African artist veterans and young talents displayed for all to enjoy.
Art in Nigeria has taken a very dynamic turn in the last few years, and Nigerian art, especially in Africa, is poised to change the way the whole world looks at fine arts globally. And a lot of great artists have come from Nigeria. The likes of Busono Brakoya, the likes of 277, Tola Wewe, so many names. But you see, it's good to see them all under one roof, have a look and feel of all these artists as a collective in one place. That is essentially why this gallery has been set up. We have a lot of veteran artists. We also have a lot of young artists that we have here who are changing the narrative of how we, the world viewers, perceive African art, perceive Nigerian art. Many of our artists are very brilliant, and somebody needs to showcase them on a wider platform.
The founder of this gallery talks about his passion for creativity and the need to create an engaging yet memorable experience in this space.
We have to enroll the next generation of artists. We are very certain that that's the next set of people who make us proud. Like the people in Afrobeat are making us proud now. I know that Nigerian artists are going to be the next set of people who are going to be celebrated. So for us, we are trying to do catch them young. We are going to, as a gallery, adopt about 4 schools in our immediate environment, GRE. 2 will be elitist, 2 will be non-elitist. So we have a cross, we get a cross across of bringing up budding artists, encouraging them, investing in them, and eventually when they become, full-fledged artists, managing them for future potentials and growth.
There are loads of artists within the African continent churning out amazing images, and this is another platform for them to display their images while telling African stories.
The eclectic of works on display is interesting. You have works ranging from Bruce Onobrakpeya, Kolade Oshinowo, Sam Obrighty, Duke Asidere, Bolaji Ogunwo, Kafaru Abiodun, then some amazing sculptures, and the good thing is that anyone who gets into this space will have something to take away. There are big works, there are medium size, and there are miniatures. There's a miniature room for that, people can take away as souvenirs about travelers and people around. So I'm impressed with what I'm seeing around here, and it can only get better and get bigger.
This is the maiden exhibition to mark the gallery's entrance into the creative industry.
And for what to look forward to the next time you tune in, take a look.
Still to come on ArtHouse. We'll be having double delight on the next episode from an exhibition of 2 generations, Segun and Gbenga Deku, at Terra Culture, Lagos. To Me and Him by Badru and Toromade, another 2-man exhibition at the Art Pantheon Gallery. We encourage you to keep liking, sharing, and viewing our page so more people can enjoy the ever-bubbly and ingenious art scene in the country.
Your ArtHouse experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of ArtHouse on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on ArtHouse on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's the program today. We really appreciate you for always taking time to be with us. And do remember, you can relive this moment by going to any of our social media platforms. We encourage you to view, like, and share it so more people can enjoy the wonderful world of the arts. I'm Melinda Akinlami, encouraging you to stay safe and keep being creative.